Okay, so I would say fair enough that our video is pretty much dang there freaking done. So now that it's done and everything, for some reason it's looking white at that angle. Where is the freaking sky? Why did it turn white like that? There was a sky once. This is a basic tutorial. Just saying that again. I'm not gonna worry about the sky. You know why? Because this whole thing is acting stupid. I am just ready to export this video and show you guys how to export. Don't worry, because I'm gonna be doing like freaking another tutorial on this, and it's gonna be more shorter and to the point, and one character on the song. Okay? Stage with not so many assets. Alright? So, I'll do it again. I hope you can learn from this tutorial. If you do, that would be great. But anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and go to, we want to render this now. Let me be quite clear, because before I get to rambling. Okay, let me be quite clear. Now we are going to export this video. Just as is, just as what we've done. Let's make sure our camera is here before we be stupid. So yeah, it looks like our camera is there. So yeah, not satisfied with the sky missing. Really, I'm not. But you know, whatever. Wherever the sky ran off to, that's where it ran off to. It's basic tutorial. Yes, this video will be posted just because I did all this work, and I'm not gonna let it go to waste, even if the sky is missing. But you know, it's fine. Rambling again. Anyways, so now what we need to do, exporting. Yes. So how you export this? Well, it takes a few steps. So first you want to go to each, see your model manipulation here, this box. Am I recording? Because if I'm not, okay. See this model manipulation box, you're going to go to each of these models and do this step that I'm about to show you. So with camera, you're gonna go into edit mode, the edit drop down menu here, and you want to select all of these. So you're gonna select all camera frame, select all light frame, select all shadow, select all gravity, select all accessory. Right? Okay, so we got that, right? Now you're gonna move on to your next model, do the same, which it looks selected, but just select all bone frame, all facial frame, all display frames. Go to your next model, do the same, which it looks selected. Edit, select all bone, select all facial, select all display, and keep going till you get each one. Edit, select all bone, select all facial, select all display. Okay, your next one, select all bone, select all facial, select all display. This one, select all bone, select all facial, select all display. And yes, it's a process. It's annoying. Easy but annoying. Select all bone, select all facial, select all display. Select all bone, select all facial, select all display. Select all bone, select all facial, select all display. Okay, select all facial, no more. Select all bone, all facial, all display. Okay. Select all bone, all facial, all display. Select every bone, all facial, all display, all bone, all facial, and all display. Next, select all bone, all facial, all display, all display. Okay, and your next one, select all bone, all facial, all display, right? And our very last one, select all bone, select all facial, select all display. Okay, now that you've done that, last model you want to end, or last thing you want to end up in, is you're gonna go to your model manipulation box. Make sure you click camera, light, and accessory. Stay in this frame as you do the next steps. Don't get out of there. But anyways, also what we need to do. Okay. So I forget how many frames we have in this video. Like, I really do. But dang it. It feels like it's around 7,000 ish, right? So I'm gonna go 7,000. You should really check how long your video is. I'm just winging this, okay? I think it's about 7,000. Even I can go 7,500 to just be safe. But oh my god, I'm lazy. But man, okay, I'm just gonna click through and see when the end of the video comes. Just click through your video, see when it comes. Actually, let's jump to frame 7,000 since that was my prediction. And let's see what's over there. So, blank, blank, blank. Wait, stupid. The video's still playing. So, yeah, I was right. So the video's still playing right there. So this goes 7,500. And yes, another thing we forgot to do, we didn't edit their poses and stuff, so it's going to be off. And which I don't mind for this video because it's just a little bit stressful right now. And this, I'll save it for another tutorial of how to edit their hands and things where they're not going off in the animation. The reason why they're off is because Rin and Lin are generally shorter models, and these two models are taller, so the animations are off. But anyways, let's find our last frame. Let's try 8,000. Okay, it looks like it's not over yet. Let's try 8,500. Almost there. Let's try 9,000. Let's try 9,500. Just trying to get where your video ends. Okay, I think 9,000 is where it ends. Because as you see, they didn't move anymore. Yeah, 9,000. Let's go 9,000. And even could go further because looks like they stand in that pose for a very long time. So let's go to 8,000. 600. Because when we went to 8,500, that's all. Let's see. When does it end? Okay, about right there. Alright, so I would say 8590. Okay, just copy that. And right down here in this play section right here, where you play the video, just put 0 as you're starting and end it with the very last frame of your video right here. You don't have to do this, but I do this as a place marker just in case I forget the number. Alright, so this is a step that would make things easier on you. And next you want to, now that you have that set in play, you want to go to File. Wait, hold up, View. And make sure that your display coordinate is not showing, the display ground shadow is not showing, ground shadow, and all these things are not showing. So let me show you. So display coordinate, for instance. So you go and you see this grid. Well, if you don't uncheck this, that grid is going to show in your video. So make sure you uncheck it, like that. And that's why at the beginning of this tutorial, I believe I told you just uncheck it at the beginning. Then you won't have to worry about it later if you forget or anything like that. So just take that off and all that stuff because it's going to show. Unless you want it showing, then leave it. Okay, so that said, now it's time to screen size. You want to change your screen size if it's for the first time of you doing this. And if you want a wide screen like mine's that I use for my videos and my team uses for our videos, is right here. We will set the width at 1920 and set the height at 1080. So that'd be 1920 by 1080. Right? And just set your screen size, click OK. You generally have to do it once if you're satisfied with that screen size, and you don't ever have to change it again. Well, I haven't had to. So, yeah. And the next step is very, very, very simple. After that, you would just go over here to File and go down to Render to AVI file. Now, this is the way I know how to do it, but if anyone else knows an easier way for you, then go ahead and follow their easy way. But if you want to do it the way I'm doing it, then just follow along. And you're going to go to Render AVI file. Right. And then you're going to go to Desktop. And in wherever you're going to save it. So I'm going to name this Sukikirai. Okay, so name that, right? And you're just going to save it. And then this pop-up is going to come. So you see you already changed your screen size, which is right here. And it's going to stay like that after you change it. So if you ever want to change it again, make sure you go change the screen size first. And then you have this frame per frame rate. And that's how many frames is going to calculate per second. So this used to be at 60 for me. I dropped it down to 30 because my computer acts really weird. But 30 frames per second produces good results for me. So if you want to use that number, go ahead. If you want to keep 60 because you think or you know your computer works faster, then go ahead and keep it at 60. But me, I put it at 30 frames just for ease. And then recording, since you did this down here, which I told you to do earlier, you see it's already at 0, starting at frame 0 and ending at your last frame that you put. Okay, and if you had your song in, you see this here, it says wave. So, normally, I'm noticing some things that I didn't notice before, but maybe, yeah, we're not gonna drift off. But you see this wave here, and so normally if you have a song in, this box right here that says output wave is going to be checked. Usually, I just go ahead and uncheck it so the song doesn't be on there. So this is your song. This is what this wave is. This is your song. And yeah, you would check this box if you want MMD to render your AVI with the song included. If you want MMD to render your video without the song, you would uncheck the box. And I don't know if it worked the same for you, but I generally uncheck the box because I've had so many crashes when the box was checked. And literally the song for some reason is making it crash. So I just uncheck it, and I've had better results not including the song. And don't worry, because you can always put the song in later, and it's super easy to put the song in. So you don't need to do it this way. There's free video editing programs. There's Clipchamp, which you can use, which I use. Very, very easy stuff, okay? And you can just put your song in. Clipchamp is very self-explained, okay? So when you go get Clipchamp, you'll see import media. You just import your song, import your video. Go ahead, drag your video, drag your song. It should already be on point because you already did it in the program. It should already be flowing properly, okay? But in which case it is not, then just edit it. there's tutorials on video programs. There's tutorials on Clipchamp, I'm sure. So just go look at some of those. I'm not gonna go over Clipchamp today or in this video. So generally use whatever video program you're most comfortable with. So anyways, I would keep this wave box unchecked. Okay, if I were me. So next is video compressor. So you see all these. If you know how any of these things work for you, then go ahead and use them. I generally don't know. So I just go ahead and use AVI RAW, which everyone who knows AVI files are very, very large. So this is going to take up a big portion of your computer, and as fast as you can, you want to go compress that file into an MP4. You can do that with converters, but I generally just do it with freaking Clipchamp, and it works. So it's not a conversion thing with Clipchamp. Just put your video in Clipchamp, put the song in there, and then just go ahead and save it, and it's gonna become an MP4. And then after you have your MP4 file, unless you have a large computer to store them wave files, then you will want to delete them. You should delete them because it's going to take a massive amount of your space. And if you don't have enough space on your computer at the time of rendering this to an AVI, then guess what? It's not going to complete. It's going to crash, right? So I usually just put it in parts. So let's say I would go from frame 0 to frame 4000, and I would render that to AVI. And then go to Clipchamp and make that AVI into an MP4 and delete that AVI. Come back to MMD and then render another 4000 files to 4000 frames to AVI. But I'm not gonna do that today. I'm gonna try to just be brave about it and see if I can do 0 to 8000 without a crash. And if I can, it will be successful. If not, then I guess I'll do the chopping it up. And when you chop your video up like that, you will have to put them together in Clipchamp. So don't chop it up unless you're willing to go a little bit more work and put the files together, which isn't too hard, but some people probably wouldn't like doing it that way. So anyways, after you have all these settings ready, you're just gonna click OK, and then it's gonna immediately start rendering. And as you see, it starts. And I'm not really too bad on how slow these frames are going because I've seen slower. So as it keeps going, you'll see if it will save. It takes a minute. So if you don't like it, just get up and leave until it's done. Generally, I'm not satisfied with what's happening with the sky, because where did the sky go? But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and put the sky in, right? I'm not gonna include that part in the tutorial, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that in and then redo this because I'm not satisfied. I'm gonna put some sort of sky, some skybox, some something, because I don't like it just being like white, pretty much. So that being said, this actually concludes this tutorial. I really hope that you learned something from this tutorial. It was a bit rambling, and if you saw these tutorials, because I'm going to split it up, if you saw these tutorials from beginning to end, thank you so much for watching. I thank you for being here at Dollhouse, enjoying what we do, and I'm sure we're all grateful that you're here, and we would really appreciate if you click the subscribe button and like our videos. If you want to see more content, we would really appreciate you click the subscribe button so you can get updates when we make new videos. generally plan on doing tons of more tutorials. Just, time consuming is all I could say. Life gets going and then it's way too time consuming. Okay, so that concludes it. Thank you for being here, and that's all for today. See you next time. 好きだ、意外ありえない好きだ